Hello, and we're going to talk briefly today about the Emancipation Proclamation. We're also going to talk about how the Emancipation Proclamation led to draft rights in New York, and also about the contributions of William Harney and Philip Bazar. So let's go ahead and get started. So, in 1863, Lincoln declares the Emancipation Proclamation, which frees slaves in the Confederacy. He does it for two reasons. First, it gives the Union a moral reason to fight. It's no longer just about let's maintain the Union and maintain the country. It's about how can we make sure that we're living up to the promises in the Declaration of Independence, that all men are created equal. Second, and this is where Lincoln's a little bit sneaky, Britain and France both make huge portions of their economy profitable by manufacturing cloth. And because of the blockades around the Confederacy and the Anaconda Plan, they're not able to get their cotton. And that's a big problem for their economies. So they're kind of sitting on the fence going, well, maybe we should sit in and help the South. But when Lincoln makes the war about ending slavery, Britain and France, who had already both ended slavery in their countries, went, that's kind of cringy, South. So Britain and France decide that they are not going to fight against the North. Also, if the Union Army is liberating slaves as they go, which they did, then agricultural production in the South is greatly damaged because there's nobody to do the work. So Lincoln manages to tank the Southern economy. Very helpful in a new war. Let's talk about the draft riots, though. So, in addition to the Emancipation Proclamation, Lincoln allows soldiers of color to sign up for the war. But the Civil War is extremely bloody, and they've already lost so many men that it's just not enough. So in 1863, Lincoln orders a conscription, which requires men to fight in the war. Northerners are against the conscription, also called a draft, especially poorer families, where if you lost your breadwinner, that was a big problem. There wasn't really a safety net. It was a huge issue if somebody that you needed to have a job got hurt or killed. So many Northerners are against the conscription, also called a draft, and they rioted, attacking both buildings and abolitionists in the North. Let's talk for a second about soldiers of color. William Carney is an African American soldier for the Union during the Civil War who leads one of the most dedicated units called the 54th Massachusetts. They work really, really hard. They get involved in some of the trickiest situations and they come out on top. Philip Bazar is born in Chile. He's a Union soldier who runs around the blockades and helps deliver messages during the Civil War that lead the Union to victory. Both men win the Congressional Medal of Honor, which is the highest honor that Congress can bestow upon a soldier. So let's talk about it really quick. The Emancipation Proclamation enables soldiers of color to fight, and it also liberates people in the South, in the states that were rebelling. The draft riots are mostly really about economic problems for families. And Philip Carney and William Bazar are some of the first Latinx and African American soldiers to win the Congressional Honor. That's it for today.